Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining in. I'd really appreciate you. Now, I don't know if you've seen that video of Chijioke Edeoga. It was a party faithful of PDP meeting him up. I remember Chijioke Edeoga ran on that Labour Party. He was the gubernatorial candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections. I mean, the elections were really tough. It was really tough in the sense that it took INEC another extra day or days before that announcement was made. I remember I was following that story bit by bit up until when it was formally announced. I mean, we're counting very minute numbers. In fact, so many persons have argued that elections were won by the Labour Party, given the sweeping influence of Peter Obi in that particular election period. But I do not know what the electorates are thinking right now with the latest information that we're getting that the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate for the 2023 elections, Chijioke Edeoga, might be considering defecting to the People's Democratic Party. I mean, this was a man who, within the last 2 years, has criticized the current administration led by Peter Mba in matters of security, in matters of destruction of some structures in the way to access of Enugu, and even in places where the bus terminal were to be established. So many persons thought that this was a formidable opposition, given that he's following the development of the state and, bringing up issues as the case may be. But it's quite shocking that all of a sudden, less than 2 years, he's even considering, it's not like he hasn't moved just yet, but again, he's considering moving to PDP with the chairman of the PDP in the state meeting him at his residence, and him even saying that he has to go and take it back to meet with his people to consult with his, that's what politicians say, in order for him to be able to decide whether it is the next thing to do or the next best thing to do.
Come back to PDP, and I told them that I will consult. I will consult widely because I'm a product of several men of goodwill, men and women of goodwill. I will have to take back the message from the chairman and his team. I have enormous respect for the team and for the chairman. It's not even the nature of Igbo people to hear such a weighty thing and respond immediately. You say, let me take it home. I'm going to take it home. And I will, as quickly as possible, as early as possible, get back to the chairman. And my position will be known. Thank you.
2027. The battle for 2027 is already heating up. Political heavyweights are making their moves. Alliances are being tested and betrayals are lurking in the shadows. From Peter Obi distancing himself from any coalition to old political rivals like Atiku Abubakar, Rotimi Ameji and Nasir El-Rufai reportedly teaming up to unseat President Bola Tinubu, the political chess game is in full swing. And now, the drama has spilled into Enugu State, where Labour Party's former gubernatorial candidate, Chijioke Edeoga, is reportedly planning a shock return to PDP. What does this mean for the Labour Party? What does this mean for Peter Obi? And how will this shift shape the 2027 elections? Let's break it all down. Chijioke Edeoga from Labour Party's stronghold to PDP's new hope. Did you see that coming? Chijioke was the Labour Party's gubernatorial flag bearer in the 2023 elections in Enugu State. His loss was razor thin, that many still argue that he actually won the election. The controversial delay in announcing the results 72 hours only fueled suspicions of electoral malpractice. Despite contesting the outcome all the way to the Supreme Court, he lost at every stage. Fast forward nearly 2 years later, Edeoga is now considering a return to the PDP, the party he once left. This has sent shockwaves across Labour Party supporters, many of whom viewed him as a pillar of opposition in Enugu. His recent criticism of Governor Peter Mba's administration on social media made it appear as though he was firmly against the PDP. But now, he seems to be aligning with the very party he has repeatedly criticized. So what changed? According to insiders, this is not just an ordinary political move. There are strong speculations that PDP is luring Edeoga with a juicy offer, possibly Enugu East senatorial district ticket in 2027 and a lucrative contract. Why? Because Edeoga remains a formidable force in Enugu politics, and the PDP would rather have him inside their camp than as an opposition threat. If he returns, he could be a major factor in the 2027 election, shifting the power dynamics in the state. For those who think this is just another defection, a quick look at Edeoga's history tells a different story. He is no stranger to PDP. He served as member of the House of Representatives 1999 to 2003, Special Advisor to Senator Ike Ekweremadu, Special Assistant to President Goodluck Jonathan on National Assembly matters, and as Commissioner under former Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi between 2015 and 2022. All under the PDP. His brief departure from the party to run under Labour now seems like a temporary detour rather than a permanent break. While the Edeoga saga unfolds in Enugu, another major shakeup is brewing at the national level. Labour Party's biggest figure, Peter Obi, is reportedly considering his political future. Recent events within the party have left him uncomfortable, and sources say he is weighing the idea of resigning. The big question is, where will he go? Many have urged him to leave Labour Party for a more structured and viable opposition party if he truly wants to win the 2027. But Obi has ruled out joining any coalition purely for the sake of grabbing power. However, the reality is that he is under increasing pressure to align with Atiku Abubakar, Rabiu Musa Kwangwaso, or another opposition movement to strengthen his chances against Tinubu. Even if Obi considers joining a coalition, one of the biggest hurdles is Atiku. In 2023, Obi's election results ranked higher than Kwankwaso's, making him a bigger opposition figure. However, convincing Atiku to step down for him remains a tall order. Would Atiku be willing to set aside his long-standing presidential ambition for Obi? That's a critical question that could determine the fate of the opposition in 2027. With these ongoing political realignments, one thing is clear. The road to 2027 is going to be a fierce battleground. If the opposition does not build a formidable coalition, Tinubu and his political machinery, including his son, Sheyi Tinubu, who is being positioned for greater influence, could dominate the election at both the federal and Lagos state levels. Will Edeoga's return to PDP change the game in Enugu politics? Can Peter Obi find a strong platform to challenge Tinubu? Will the opposition unite or remain divided, handing Tinubu an easy victory? As 2027 approaches, these questions will shape Nigeria's political landscape. One thing is certain, the drama is only beginning. Stay tuned as we continue to follow these unfolding stories. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about these moves? Drop your opinions below. Like, share, and subscribe for more political updates.